Growing up, my parents did not have a lot of expectations of me with household responsibilities and chores. For example, as a teenager, one day my mom announced to me, "You are now in charge of emptying the trash cans." She didn't, however, tell me a lot of details like which trash cans to empty or how often, and she never brought it up again. I never did it. I know my parents did the best job they could, but when I became a parent, I decided I wanted my children to have more of a role in the household responsibilities. I wanted them to learn life skills under our roof and have joy in these responsibilities. Today I'm going to share some of what I've learned along the way in helping children learn responsibility. This is a huge topic, and I'm going to share just one aspect of it. I believe the bigger picture is to start with the end in mind. What is my goal for my children? If you have children, what is your goal for them? One of the goals my husband Ron and I defined when our children were very young is for them to become mature, responsible adults. Why is it important for children to learn responsibility? You and I might say, they need to learn to be dependable and trustworthy for their self-image, to keep them from laziness. They need to be capable of getting something done. They're going to need to get a job someday. In her book, Life Skills for Kids, Christine Fields says, one of the main purposes of childhood is to prepare them for adulthood. It's not to push them or force them to use abilities they have yet to develop, but to slowly, sequentially prepare them to be productive adults and to know the satisfaction in productivity. They already know how to be children. They need guidance in learning how to be adults. I believe as a parent, I am obligated to train my children. By training our children to be mature, responsible adults, we are giving them the most precious inheritance. More than that, we're giving them a gift to their future spouse, future children, future friends, employers, co-workers, their community, and to the world. Parent Magazine ran an article by a veteran kindergarten teacher a few years ago. She reported that she sees a marked change from her early years in the classroom in the 1970s. Kindergartners today at a school for gifted children have more trouble learning their way around the school, where items belong and how to pick up after themselves, than the earlier students. Children don't see messes anymore because their parents pick them up. Kids can't even push their chairs in under the table. How do we teach children responsibility? We mentor them day by day in the laboratory of our homes. We take advantage of everyday teachable moments as well as activities that we purposely arrange to provide them the needed knowledge. Sometimes I've thought, it's a whole lot easier if I just get it all done myself and do it the way I like it. If I think this way though, it really doesn't help me and it doesn't help my children. It doesn't help me because I can't do it on myself. I need my family to help me. And it doesn't help my children because they do need me to help them learn how to help and to learn to be a good team member. Teaching children work skills and chores can be fun and easy. Part of it is my attitude and your attitude towards chores, cleaning, and work in general. Work at the office and work at home. Attitudes are contagious. Every chore that we teach them requires coaching and practice. We need to show them how to do each step. We need to explain why a task needs to be done, cheer them on, and honor them for work well done. I've compiled a list of responsibilities we can expect children to begin at different ages. I've compiled this from a variety of sources. I don't have time today to list everything, but I am going to share a few ideas for some specific age ranges. Children can begin to learn responsibility at a young age. From ages 1 to 2, they're beginning to walk. As soon as they can pick up a toy, they can put it away. Together, we clean up their toys before moving on to the next activity or room. This builds in them a sense of participation and getting involved. Ages 2 to 3, they can help with the laundry by sorting the lights and the darks. They can also carry small bags of groceries from the car to the kitchen. Ages 3 to 4, they can, with a parent, pick out clothing at night to be worn the next day, and then they can dress themselves in the morning. They can also make their bed. Ages 4 to 5, they can learn their address and phone number. They can also empty trash cans and learn to set the table. Next, they go to school. My children never complained about a lunch from home they didn't like because it was the lunch they chose and packed. Yes, our children can make their own lunches. Ages 6 to 8, they can sweep the floor. They can also learn how to use small, simple tools like a screwdriver, wash windows, and dust the furniture. Years ago, I went away for the weekend, and my husband Ron took care of our 3 kids, 7, 5, and 1. It had been a long time since I had gone away without my family. The night after I returned, after we finished eating dinner, to my amazement, our older 2 children were clearing the table, washing the dishes, sweeping the floor, and emptying the kitchen trash can. Usually in the past, I had taken care of all of the after-dinner cleanup. My husband was not used to cleaning up the entire mess, and in my absence saw this as a perfect opportunity to teach our children some new life skills. We implemented this cleanup after dinner routine immediately, put the different chores on a monthly rotation so people had different opportunities and turns with each chore, and kept it going over the years. A few broken dishes and glasses along the way, which did happen, are not as expensive compared to irresponsibility later. Ages 8 to 10, they can mop the floor, vacuum the floor. They can also take their clean laundry and hang it up in their closet, as well as put it away in drawers. Ages 10 to 12, they can learn to bake a cake or muffins from a box recipe, plan a small party, and replace light bulbs. Ages 13 to 16, they can mow the lawn, paint with a roller and brush, drywall, and fry hamburgers. They can also learn to set up a budget and stay on it. When our daughters were 13, we set up a clothing budget. This is the age where many girls want to shop at the cool stores at the mall, and they also seem to be growing about 2 inches every month, so they do need clothes. Our daughters started shopping at these cool stores, but sometime over the transition of the school year, they decided that Target was their clothing store preference. I could have told them there were less expensive stores to shop at, but they came to this conclusion themselves from their experience, comparison shopping, as well as a limited budget. As they got older, we expanded their areas of money management to include their school lunches, their time out with their friends, as well as gifts. They also learned to use a debit card and write a check, so that by the time they graduate from high school, they are managing all of their personal expenses. Hearing these ideas today hopefully will help you see how capable your children are and how important it is for them to learn responsibility. Perhaps you're already doing these things. If so, I applaud you and encourage you to keep going and to set the bar high. If not, I encourage you to begin. Start small with teaching them 1 or 2 chores at a time. This does not take a lot of time or money. It does take intentionality, planning, enthusiasm, and love. I hope the best for you as you seek to equip your children for the real world. Thank you.